Just Eric Burris here for the afternoon coffee talk. It is 3:31 and it's beautiful. Cloudy over top of my house, nice and warm, but at least for now, we're looking pretty good. Let's look at our tower cam network across Central Florida. There's a shot over at beautiful, beautiful Epcot. I love it. Let me take you into Orlando, see what's doing there. Plenty of clouds overhead. Let's head over to New Smyrna Beach, see what's doing. Yeah, starting to see some darker clouds kind of developing there. Kennedy Space Center looking at Falcon Heavy. Will tonight be the night? Man, the anticipation builds. I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. Down the shoreline just a little bit, looking over toward Port Canaveral. And last but not least, Melbourne looking good. All right. I hope you're having a great day. So far, so good across the area, though. The temperatures are climbing. It's 87 degrees right now in Orlando, 89 in Winter Haven. I have a feeling things are going to be getting a little active on the radar shortly. 84 degrees in the Villages and 85 degrees in Palm Bay. But the clouds at least are making things feel just a little bit more comfortable. The breeze feels good. Here's first warning live Doppler radar. But let me pop over to the Tampa radar. All right, just a little bit of rain off the shoreline, but really and truly, not much doing. The models have been terrible today. It's funny, Kellyanne actually put that in her forecast that she sends out to the entire staff. How bad they've been. So where do we go then? Well, let's just take a look. This is the very latest Futurecast. All right, it's supposed to be much more active than it is, but the model's saying by about 4:30, 5 o'clock, we'll start to get some stronger storms down across our southern areas. I'm just going to share all the model data with you and be fully transparent with you. The models have been doing terrible. All right, Futurecast, that's where that is. Let's look at the rapid update flavor of the Futurecast. This is the one that runs like every hour. Okay, that's already doing better. But by about 6 o'clock, it pops a couple of storms and then that's it. Interesting. Right? So, like, where do we go? Probably we'll get a couple of storms developing, particularly east of the metro. But the models are struggling. They are struggling. The radar's quiet now. We'll have to watch and see how things do progress. But there's this old front that's just sitting over top of us, just helping wave and wave of rain. So you can see all that rain in the Gulf of Mexico. It's just going to be a minute that's going to fire up. Yeah. Jennifer says, Eric, your hail size graphic, can you please post one without the expected today bracket over the largest sizes? Without the expected today? I never made one that said expected today. We don't forecast. Oh, I see what you're saying. In that day. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We'll post these things as they're needed, right? Like that's just the way that it is. But yeah, I can post that as is needed. But for today, a couple of stronger storms around. Severe threat does seem to be dropping. The models have just been terrible. And that's fine. Here's the problem. Looking ahead to tomorrow, the models are much more in agreement that we are actually going to look at some stronger storms. So let's go back to Futurecast, get an idea of what it's saying, and then we can chat about that threat, okay? Here's the rapid update version of Futurecast. All right, we're just going to, roll through the day. Today, a couple of storms out east. Here's tomorrow. Quiet morning, and then into the afternoon, the model's saying a couple of thunderstorms out east of town, but then it just gets super active around sunset. Okay? And then continues through like 8, 9, 10 o'clock, right? So tomorrow is now, I'm like, I can't even believe we're saying this. Tomorrow is now a first warning weather day. Because while today isolated stronger storms out in our eastern areas, tomorrow we're under a level 2 risk of strong to severe storms. And then on Sunday, another level 1 risk. Just so that you know, it's not that this is a new thing. We just aren't placed under these severe risks so often. I want to get off the train. I'm done playing. Yeah. What a weird pattern we're in. So tomorrow, a level 2 risk for scattered strong to severe storms. Right? It's just like, you got to be kidding me. I'm not excited. And I would also point out that one of the higher threats for tomorrow is going to be the threat for tornadoes. Tornadoes and damaging wind actually look to be the higher threats tomorrow, with hail kind of being a bit lower, particularly out west. So the severe risk goes up tomorrow. Jeez. That's where we're at. All right. This pattern, thankfully, quiets down looking into next week. All right. Sunday, the severe threat goes back to a level 1. And then by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, high pressure builds in and give me a dang nap. Like, it's off days and we're working. Like, I'm over it. I'm sure you're over it. So, yeah, as Terry puts it, this is not normal weather for us. What yucky day tomorrow for the rodeo? Well, Sean, it looks rough late in the afternoon. So for a good part of the day tomorrow, the weather won't have a problem. It's just going to be late that we get into that. Yeah. Kim, I don't understand where this hail is coming from. So think about it like this. We're transitioning from spring to summer. So it's cold upstairs, warm here at the surface. So we're kind of starting to transition. When you look at the bigger hail events that Central Florida has seen on record, they all take place late season, right? March, April, May. These are the largest Florida hail events on record. They take place kind of this time of the year. So it's not a surprise that we get hail events and severe weather events this time of year. We've been blessed with a nice quiet scenario, but yeah, we've had this week of just like headache weather. That's just what I'm going to call it. And I do have to laugh, like I always talk about, the nasty Graham notes, but I have to laugh because it's just like, do people not pay attention to reality? Ken writes, I know you don't want to hear this, but at this point, you have to hear it. I have to say I'm very tired of your weather forecasts, primarily with the rainstorms being wrong almost every day now. You issue these weather alert days, level 3 this, level 4 that, and 95% of the time, nothing comes to fruition. You always pretend like the earth-destroying weather is coming and the entire day is rainless with sunny skies. Then the next day, you give your forecast, pretending like everyone has forgotten your total inaccuracy from previous days. Is something off with your models? Are you over-exaggerating the forecast to get people to watch TV? Are your bosses telling you to do this? Or are you just simply wrong all the time? I'm tired of altering my plans and my life around your inaccurate forecasts. And quite frankly, I'm done with wasting my electricity on you. The thing that I just think is so interesting is like every day this week we've had severe weather, we've had damaging weather. But because it doesn't impact that guy, he thinks we're wrong all the time. This week has been really annoying. The weather has been bad every day. It hasn't been bad in the same spots, but it's been bad every day. So I'll tell you this. Today, thankfully, it looks like the intensity of the weather is calming down a little bit. But tomorrow we're going to have more stormy weather, which is flipping annoying. I'm ready for next week. I really am ready for some quiet weather. I don't know what we did to make Mother Nature mad, but this has been annoying. Laura, I'm tired of wasting my electricity on you. I'm sorry, just cracked me up. Oh, I know. You just have to laugh at these things. But I laugh because I'm reading that and I'm like, literally, it looked like it snowed in Palm Bay. We had tennis ball, baseball-sized hail another day. But because it didn't impact this person in their tiny little world, this person does not think that it was real. It was real. A lot of people are having to file insurance claims. So I'm sorry that the weather has been terrible, y'all. If it hasn't impacted, like at my house, we've been pretty unscathed. We got some rain, but we've been pretty unscathed. I, for one, am grateful for that. But let me tell you, I'm ready for the quieter weather. I'm ready for the quieter weather. So tomorrow, Alex sent out the email calling tomorrow first warning weather day because, again, we've got that elevated risk for strong to severe storms. Any questions, comments, concerns? Yeah. Judy says, we got slammed in Spring Hill last night, hearing chainsaws all day today, right? Like, Mario, you inspire me to be a weatherman. Please pay no attention to the people that hate you for. Oh, I don't. I don't want to say I don't care. I just read it and I'm more concerned with like society than anything. Yeah. That's where I'm at. It's totally different, Brian. Totally different part of the pattern. I'll show Futurecast a few different ones again in a minute. The models are just, they're garbage today. Today in particular, they're trash. Yeah. Linda says damage into Tavares last night. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I can't get, they're going to send emails and it is what it is. But I'm more concerned with society when I see that, like, people are living in such tiny cocoons, So, all right, let's take a look at Futurecast. And again, for today, okay, actually, this is a new run of regular Futurecast. Just came in. Yeah, just came in the last, like, 5 minutes. Showing a little bit of rain, 6 o'clock, like 5 o'clock or so, pushing some rain over to the shoreline and then quieting down. So today's severe threat has calmed down a little bit, which is good. All right, overnight tonight, I haven't seen this run because this is literally brand new. All right, clouds around for the morning. A little bit of rain in our southern areas by about 1 o'clock. Looking good for the most part tomorrow. But there you go, 5, 6 o'clock, starting to see some storms firing up. And then there's 7, 8, 9 o'clock, another wave of energy moving in tomorrow night, 11, 12, 1, 2, and then by 4, 5 o'clock, look at that. I'll be busy on sunrise Sunday morning, it looks like, tracking. Now, this is the first model run I've seen where it's like, you now have a decent grasp of things. Now we are cooking with gas. Okay, I feel better about this, all right? Yeah. 5, 6 o'clock in the morning Sunday. Sunday's going to be an interesting day where we're going to start with the rain and then the frontal boundary moves through and clears us out into the afternoon. So today, just a couple of storms, right? Today, just a couple of storms. Tomorrow, much of the day looks fine, but it's that late afternoon, evening time frame where there's going to be some nasty storms and the potential will be there for some severe weather. Sunday, morning showers and storms. And then clearing out through the day, threat of some stronger storms. And then, thank God, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, quieter. Oh, thank God. I'm so over this active weather. Like, give me some quieter weather, please. Pamela, you don't deserve such awful comments. It goes with the job. It is what it is. I don't ever show Jeannie because she would get so upset about it. Catherine says, I'm with you. I think that you're spot on with your forecast and appreciate you for your warnings and updates. You're the best. Thank you, Catherine. It's because you're dialed in, though. Like, we talk about what has happened and what's going to happen. So, like, yeah, didn't have a tornado touchdown in Brevard County yesterday. Had a lot of nasty storms, though. Probably had some damage. I know we had some power outages. That doesn't just magically happen without power lines coming down, Rachel says, I like your point this morning. It's sad so many people have no compassion or empathy. Yeah, and yet here we are. I'm here and I'll take the abuse. I'm more sad at like society than anything. And I can tell you, everybody on that Wesh 2 weather team works their tushies off to make sure that we're all known of the weather, right? We all know the weather. Jennifer says, thank you. You are a very, very good meteorologist. I might be a meteorologist myself for my son, Austin, age 8. Well, Austin, listen, it wasn't that many years ago, it was, that I was age 8 watching Central Florida meteorologists. And I got to be mentored by several of them. And you can too, Austin. You want to do it? Do it. You can do it. It'll look different by the time you come around. It looks different today versus when I started in television weather, but you can do it. No reason why not. I'll help you. Keep studying, Austin. I'll help you. I help anybody who, when I was mentored That was the one thing that Glenn Richards told me. Pay it forward. Do not forget how you got here. I won't. So, Austin, I'll help you, buddy. All right? Just keep studying. Is all the red spots severe, heavy rain? Dylan, yes, to both of those, right? Like those red spots on the model, that's the model saying something. But it's moreover just saying this is, some nastier storms. Don't read into it like, I think the red's touching my house, because that's not the way models work. Yeah. Jan says, I had to come back to Port St. Lucie from Melbourne yesterday afternoon. I was so glad for the coverage from you, Tony, and Alex last night. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Can I uncover my car? Do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. Just Florida's way to clear out the snowbirds. I know, right? Oh, Sabrina says you really like my shirt. Thank you. It's funny. I like this shirt too. I very much do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Karen, love you. Mwah. You're literally the most accurate meteorologist in Central Florida. People are rude. Opinions are like armpits, right? That's okay. I simply would not bother reading the negative comments. Why give them fame? I just laugh. But you're right, Brenda. I probably should stop. Yeah. Thomas says, along with your forecasts, I use poweroutage.us to track storm impacts. Agreed. Yeah. That's one of the websites when the storms get bad I look at is poweroutage.us. And I look to track where there are power outages. Yeah. Yeah. I bet there's a bogus meteorologist certificate they could find online to get their own degree in an hour or so, and they go call out what real weather is coming with pristine accuracy. Yeah, the DIY rock on a string can be their guide. Yeah, if the rock's wet, it's raining. It's true. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Can you please show the county by county for the storm arrival tomorrow so we can see how hard and who is going to get smacked when? Brian just did that, but I'm also behind in comments. But I just did that. Jennifer says you made Austin's day. He won't forget that offer. Do not forget it, Austin. I'm not kidding. I swear to you. I swear to you. I'm in a text thread and talk constantly with with Andrew, who was an intern. He's now in Fort Myers Television, and with Ryan, who we've had on Coffee Talk. I will be there, unless Wesh cans me for some reason. But I will be there, and I promise you. Ask Ryan or Andrew. I'm a putz. Mickey says, would love to see the SKU-T plot tomorrow on Coffee Talk. It's funny, Mickey. I was talking with Manolfi literally this morning about how can we do severe weather better, particularly going into an El Nino year where, El Nino spring next year where tornadoes are going to be a big thing. And it's let's figure out a way to put some SKU-Ts on TV. Hold my beer. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're working on it, Mickey. We're going to be putting some fun stuff together. Just have to work on it. Myra says better use the pool early in the morning. So actually, I'm planning on having some family over tomorrow, and my plan is not to use it necessarily early in the morning. And according to the latest Futurecast, that I love that it came in while we were on Coffee Talk. I'll show it one more time. All right, so it's actually doing a pretty good job with this afternoon, about 5 o'clock or so, looking at some rainfall out east. All right. 5, 6 o'clock moves offshore. Here's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. looking good. About 12:30, 1 o'clock, a couple of showers. So my son has a thing, like a taekwondo thing or something tomorrow, like midday at 2 o'clock. So 3 o'clock is about when I would think it's over and I could get my tuchus in the pool. So based on that, 3, 4 looking good. 5 o'clock, some spotty showers. So I should have at least an hour to be able to play in the pool. And by 6 o'clock, a couple of storms. But it's really tomorrow's severe threat is coming from this thing that's coming in late afternoon, like evening time frame. So that's kind of the part of the severe weather threat, we'll say, for tomorrow. Yeah. Taylor says, Wesh 2, home of the nerds. I had somebody that was rude to me yesterday, and their final thought when they were like, I'm just going to change the channel. And I said, cool. And then this person called me a nerd. And I'm like, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. So anyway, such is life. All right, I'm going to go get my kids from school. I'll go pick them up. I've missed them. I hope you all have a good. Any other questions before I go? Any other questions? Today, a couple of showers and storms. But again, just a reminder for tomorrow. One more time, stand by. Graphic loading, just for the sake of conversation. The computer's like, oh, I'm tired of you loading these severe weather graphics. Computer, trust me, I'm tired of loading the severe graphics. So today, relatively low threat for strong to severe storms, but tomorrow is going to be a level 2. Tomorrow could get a little nasty, so just keep that in mind. All right, questions, comments, concerns, anything, anybody? Taylor says, I take pride in that, sir. Oh, I do too. I do too. Maxine says, you got me through my first hurricane in Florida. You kept me calm, and you're the only one I listen to when it gets ugly and unsettling. I appreciate you. Thank you, Maxine. I won't ever, ever, ever take that for granted. I will work my tush off to always be there for you. All right? All right. Let's see. Any other things? School on Saturday. It's like a taekwondo. It's an extracurricular activity that he's got tomorrow. So just at 2:00, and then we'll be hanging out afterward. Yeah. All right. Betty's asking about 7 a.m. Mass on Sunday. Sunday morning actually may have some storms. That's the only one. It's all afternoon today. It's all afternoon tomorrow, but Sunday morning may be a thing. All right. All right. Be the sunshine at someone else's day. I will see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. on WESH 2 News Sunrise and at 8 a.m. right here for Coffee Talk. Be good, y'all. Take care. Bye.